What is a Caramelo Haze?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that.
Caramelo Haze es el haze del caramelo.
The haze of the weirdness of the music and it taking you to this other kind of uncanny place, like something's not quite normal. There's something else going on, maybe something that you don't fully grasp at first.
I had reached out to Beto, the guitarist, during the initial part of COVID, and about just doing something together and not really knowing what it was going to be.
We went into the sessions with the intention of making an EP. Things flowed really smoothly.
Donde nos íbamos reuniendo todos los días por muchas horas a simplemente probar ideas y dialogar y experimentar con distintas cosas.
We just sit down like, well, what's kind of a melody you're thinking of? Okay, and then we just kind of start writing together. So it was very fast, but it was super organic.
Entonces todo fluyó mucho y de repente nos dimos cuenta que, tenemos un montón de canciones.
We just had a lot left to put out there.
We just kind of realized at that point, like, oh, this is an album.
Tengo que esperar un tiempo hasta llegar y con las nubes conversar, por mi ventana contemplar.
Pienso que la canción Caramelo Haze representa mucho a la banda.
A mí me gusta el acento. Me encanta esa canción.
I kind of go back and forth, I think, between Window Seat and Caramelo Haze.
The first single that we had put out, Window Seat, I think, it took all of us a little bit outside of what we typically do in our other projects, and it has such an energy and such a vibe that I do think that song in particular is one that really represents kind of the energy of us in the studio, and that one in particular really translated well.
It's not just a cumbia, it's not just a like soul jam or anything like that. They're really just existing in this in-between space.
Thank you. That was our international smash hit, Window Seat.
Pienso que el tema es cómo podemos expresar todas estas tradiciones de las cuales venimos y muchos de nosotros hemos estudiado, cómo las podemos reinterpretar a nuestra manera.
Y creo que esta combinación de elementos de varias regiones, de varios países también, de diferentes backgrounds dentro de la música, salirse del molde, de lo tradicional, pero conservando raíces que son lo suficientemente fuertes para poderlas llevar a un futuro dentro de la música.
like Victor drawing from the Colombian tradition, Alex drawing from a Mexican tradition, and then all of us sort of having different backgrounds with Latin music, rock music, funk music, but really without setting any sort of labels on to the process or the project going in. It just gave us a whole lot of freedom.
I think maybe because of that, it's this kind of very honest sort of fusion, I suppose, because it's not something that we planned on doing. Whoever's gonna be in that room, they're gonna bring a number of things that they know. You know that certain things are gonna combine in unique ways.
Yo pienso que se siente muy sincero y yo creo que siempre hay un elemento ahí como de tradición y de esa reinterpretación, esa resignificación de las cosas.
Here's another song.
For me, the overriding theme is kind of a tropical psychedelia. Like this record was happening over a full day in a weird beach where things were not quite right, and not in a bad way. Maybe slightly uncomfortable, but just in a weird psychedelic way.
If you know anything about, particularly on the West Coast, the kind of haze that rolls in and golden kind of situation of the sun and skin and all the rest, I think that the caramelo, the caramel sort of affective color thing was just a vibe that we just sort of, you know, it just kind of spilled out.
Son como unas palabras dulces que están ahí, que las puedes escuchar si abres la mente y ahí están.
Caramelo Haze is that vibe. It's laying on a sunny beach, it's hot, and whether it's the heat or whether it's something else, you're just feeling a little not normal, but it's good and you're going with it and the music is taking you there.